Hey everybody. Okay, I'm not completely back yet. I've missed y'all. Um, but I have this on. Still can't do nails till the first week of December. But I've been watching some YouTube, actually just a lot of YouTube, and I've been thinking I'm gonna tell you guys some tips and tricks of things that I've learned throughout the years of me doing my own nails, my family's nails, and as being a nail tech in the past year. First one, you would never think it's a thing, but it is. For people who are practicing or doing press-ons, is the stands. These magnetic pieces of shit, excuse my language, these bitches right here, they don't work for shit. Let me try to turn down my brightness, see if that works, because the glare is annoying. I can turn this down real quick. That's better there. Alright, these things right here, they're annoying. Because for one, these things, the magnets, yeah, they stick, but they don't stick very well. I mean, as soon as you go to brush, it's moving left and right. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I have, especially these ones, oh my good lord, they don't stick for shit. Like, they don't. So what I have learned and I've done is I will just buy different magnets. It doesn't matter where you get them from. It doesn't matter how strong they are or any of that. So I have these itty bitty little tiny round ones that I have on this right there. They're literally so small. Let's see if I can pull one off. There we go. See how small that is? So tiny. Then I have these ones. They are a little bigger. And then I have these, which are kind of really big, but you know what? I find out they work really good. And it's these bad boys right here. They are, excuse me, they're bigger than the little stands that we have, but they work. So what I do, and I hate those things, I do mine on a little piece of metal that I have just found laying outside in the garage, whatever, or I make my own with resin and magnets inside of them. If you make your own with magnets inside of them, there's a trick to that. I'll get to that. So for these ones, what you want to do is grab your stand, your magnet, see which side it's attracted to. Because if you try to do it here, it won't stick on there. So well, it's like a reverse magnet thing. So it sticks like that. So you put it down on your metal. Anything it sticks to, anything. You can even use these little guys that you get for your phone. They work perfectly. They stick to them. You put it down. You can use the 99-cent store super glue. Actually, this was not 99-cent store, I don't think. It might be dried out. I don't know. You can use nail glue. You can use this glue, super glue. This one's 99-cent store. But, yeah, that one's dried out. So you'll just grab any glue, your super glue. And you'll just squeeze the glue. Not too much, just a tiny, tiny bit. I'm almost out too. Great. Come on. I hear you in there. Okay, I'm out of super glue. Let me see. There we go. Oh, yep, see? I wasn't out of super glue. It just didn't want to come on the top. Wipe it off. Don't let it stick to the thing. Or your paper towel. Okay, if you have a mess up like that, just try it again. Which side it sticks to. That side. Put the magnet down. Take your super glue. Just barely put it on there. There. That's probably too much. If you put too much, just take the corner of your paper towel, soak it up a little bit. That's literally all you need. Just that little drop. You take your little magnet thing, you stick it on there, and you let it sit. 10-15 minutes, if not longer. I mean, less time, and it's dry. I do that to all of them. This one I did it with, but these magnets I put on there are super like small. So it's like it's a little better, but they fit right in there. You know what I mean? And then ones that don't come with the magnet, say for instance, these ones. Timu, make sure they're pushed down all the way through on there. I don't know how far they're supposed to be. But on these ones, these are just like little stands, whatever. I have magnets that actually might fit over that hole. Oopsie. Or in it. These both don't fit in it. So, what I do is I take my little rectangle magnet and the same thing. But this time you don't have to worry about which side sticks to what because it doesn't have a magnet on it. And then you're going to take your glue again. This time instead of putting it on the magnet, you're going to put it on the rim of that little area where you want it to go. And then you just set it down and hold it there for a few seconds. And bam. It's on there. It's centered. You got to kind of get down to its level to make sure it's centered, but there you go. And then it just show you. It sticks so well. Like this one I put 2 because I don't know why. I don't really need one. But when you're painting, don't mind this is ugly. I was just doing some bullshit. Say you're trying to do lines and you know on these whack-a-doodle ones, like it moves. Or if you're painting, like literally just painting with your brush, it will move when it's just without the magnets. With the magnets, it don't move. So you can do it on those little, you know, the gems that come with these nail tips. Sometimes they come with little fake diamonds. You can put a big magnet on the top of the diamond so it sticks to that. Because sometimes they come with them, sometimes they don't. But that's my watch. Yeah, it's stuck on there. It's not super stuck to where it's like gonna be able to carry this a long distance, but it's stuck on there. Same with this one. It's stuck on there. That's one of my little tricks that I learned throughout the years because I was pissed off and frustrated with the damn nail stands not sticking to the little fan. So next on my little tip list is going to be simple, easy peasy, nothing really. Is these fucking glue sticky tabs, whatever the hell they are, that Play-Doh crap. I for the life of me hate these. The residue gets stuck on the back of the nail tip. I mean, it's a pain in the ass to get off. If you know, you know. I've learned that the double-sided ones that you use to put your press-ons on, these things are legitly, like, they work for press-on nails. or for just if you're doing the lazy girl method, they work. So what I do is I just peel that little crap piece off. Gotta use my tweezers because my hand's still jacked up. Can't hold shit very well. Before I do that though, let me show you something else. Take your file and just put some brushes on it, rough it up. That's another tip. That's a quick, simple one. Dust it off. Take your little sticky tab and place it on it. Press it down, and then pull it up. Ta-da! It works. These stands are really super tiny. They're my pinky stands. Like that. And then it comes off clean. The second one is my favorite, is that nano tape, that double-sided nano tape. It can get wet. Yes, the nail tip will fall right off if it gets wet, say like with alcohol or whatever. But if you let it dry and not touch that nail tip, it doesn't fall off. It will become re-sticky again, I guess you can call it. It turns sticky again. I don't know how, it just does. You can wash them. Again, don't forget to file your tip of the base because they don't hold on to shiny, smooth surfaces, just like our nail extensions. They don't hold on to shiny, smooth surfaces. Put it down on there, press it down, take the clear piece off, and bam, it holds on to it. And when you peel it off, it comes off, and if it does come off in the nail tip, you take some tweezers and it peels right out the whole thing. It's not a mess, it's not a disaster like these blue things. Those things piss me off. I don't know why I have them. We'll throw them away, but whatever. My next little tip is if for ladies who are doing press-ons and you can't fit your smallest size nail on these bad boys, you can file them. You can file the edges. See how this one's not like, it's a little misshapen? That's because I've filed it so it fits. Let me see if I can find a pinky nail. I have a friend who literally is like a size 11 of the pinky nail. And for the life of me, I cannot get it to fit on these stands. See, that one's even smaller. Like, she has little itty bitty hands. And I'm like, good Lord. This is what they're supposed to look like. That's the regular size. Still trying to find the littlest one I got. That's why I went and bought these so I can do the pinky nails on those because, like, it's even hard to fit it on these guys. So I literally had to try to find small ones and buy them. See, that one's smaller. But yeah, these are my smallest ones. I just take a file or your e-file and use your 180, your rougher side first, and just at an angle. I know you can't see it because my freaking finger. At an angle and file it until you can fit your nail tips on them. And what else? What else? So yeah, that's about the stands and what works for me, what works best for me. Also, like I said, if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, you can have an issue like this, to where it'll fit on one, it'll fit on the other, but it won't fit on that one because I oopsed and flipped the magnet around. Just be careful when you're doing it. Okay, moving to the next tip I have. If you are mixing your own acrylics, get yourself one of these. It's a spice grinder. It can only hold a little bit, but you will get less, and the more you grind it in this thing, the less marbling you will have. if you know what I'm talking about. When you mix your acrylics with white or clear and you go to put it on with the monomer, it's marbly. This 100% best thing ever. You just gotta have batteries. It is literally called a spice grinder online, Amazon. As you can see, I still have acrylic in there. But don't, whatever you do not test it in this jar. I oops and tested it in this jar before because I didn't want to pour it in one jar and then back in here. Test it, pull it out, test it. Don't be lazy like I was. With the top, I just take a little dust brush and clean it off after I'm done using it. Or don't get it wet. It can't be wet because it's electronic, like it's motored. I just take my nail brush and scrub it off. Make sure you get it all out, or you're gonna have mixing colors or colors you don't want. Okay, then it spins. It is sharp, so do not do that with your hands near it. Next, this one is a little bit of a biggie for my airbrush ladies. I am an airbrush lover. I make my own stencils, I make my own decals, all that. I know how to take apart my airbrush, put it back together, and clean it to get it to work again. If it's clogged, this is what you do. I have known how to airbrush since before I was doing nails. And I have, let's see if you can see it. I even did my son's football helmet for football because it came blue. I mean, this is all my airbrush stuff. 3 big old shelves, and then I have a smaller box this size. They're 4 stacks high. I love airbrushing. Make sure you have your little pipettes. You want to have extra spare needle heads. You want to have your cleaners, your little tool to take it apart. And then this guy. He's a rusty because I haven't used him in like forever. It's okay though. It's not going to be into your system or anything. It's just being cleaned against it. It's going to get wet. But I'm trying to get out. Where is it at? My other airbrush that needs to be cleaned. I'll show you. I have 3 different kinds of airbrushes. I have a big, massive airbrush compressor. I have a little airbrush compressor, which sucks. I hate. And then I have 2 of these. The rechargeable ones. Rechargeable ones, you can only use the heads that came with it, like the guns that came with it. Not the pew pew. This is an airbrush gun. It shoots paint. So I don't get demonetized by YouTube. Only problem with this box, it is a pain has to open with one hand. But I'm getting it. Okay, there we go. I even mix my own colors. Regular paint and some water, good to go. So I have, this is my favorite one. And it's broken. I cannot fix it or put it back together. Because an idiot decided to break it. He put a crack in it. There's another one. I like that one also. And I have this one. I have these ones. You have to put on an actual gun, a tank with this, which is your hose, your air hose. You can change out your tips, your needles, your sizes. You can put a quick release on it. So I'll show you what that is in just a second. These are all the pieces that go to it. This guy. I have multiple hoses. I have this one, my airbrush gun. It's curly, the curly cube. If you need a bigger tool, this works. So what you're gonna need I have two different types of quick releases that attach to the hose and to the airbrush gun or your airbrush tank, whichever you prefer to use. But it literally just, you twist it on the back of your air gun or air, and then it pops in. It pops in like that. To pull it out, you pull it down. And it flies out, literally, because it just flew out. That's for if you are changing guns quickly because you're working on a multicolored project, and instead of rinsing it and washing it to move to the next color, you can just, sorry, I'm trying to widen my hose to keep shit together. You can just switch to the airbrush gun. That is why I have multiples. So this one's my baby. It's dead now because you can set it here, you can set it here, and here. It's dead. What I mean by setting is if you take this off, this is how you're going to wash it off. This is how you pull your trigger back and forth. Right here. See, it moves this guy. Yes, I know I just took it apart, but it's fine. Like that. Okay. So you're going to take it all apart, stick it in the bottom of your thing. The same with this one. That's all taken apart. Put it in there. This one, I'll show you how to take it apart. There's no needle in it, no airbrush needle. Take this off. Doesn't need to go in the water. This doesn't come off. You're good. Take this top piece off. And there's that. Make sure there's no seals in there. If there are, when you pull them out of the water, make sure you still have them. And this guy. Oopsie. And you can stick this whole guy in there. We don't need to put him in there, but some of the guns come with different heads like this instead of like this, because then that's two pieces. You have this, and then you put this on like that. You twist it on. Those go in there. Anything the needle goes through, you want to put it in there so it gets cleaned. With this one, same thing. Only difference with this one is it does not go on any other hose or gun unless you have the attachment. So we screw and screw him. Ta-da. Next, we take this piece off because this piece needs to be cleaned too. Off, be cleaned. See, that's just regular paint. It's not anything, no acetone in there, nothing. This is going to be the top piece comes off. I got to use a wrench for this. That's why I brought it. Make sure you don't strip it. You want it nice and tight. Okay. Okay, fine. Maybe he doesn't come off of this one. I don't think he comes off of this one. So if he doesn't, then you'll unscrew this half. It's the first time I'm taking this one apart. Put it. This is also a tightener. It helps the lever right here pull back and forth. See, that moves back and forth. That's how much air and paint you want to come out. And the tighter you have it on this guy, the less it's going to let you pull the trigger back. Excuse me, forgive me if I forget the name of these damn things. See, it pulls it back that much. If you tighten this thing down, let's pull it out. Tighten it down all the way. Now it doesn't let you move it all because it's locked. So then loosen it. Now it moves just slightly. Loosen it all the way, and it will move like it did when I showed you the first time. And if you look at the very tip, you see the little airbrush needle? That's what helps you with your air and paint spray. Again, take this off, unscrew this piece, and again with this, you want to see how far you want your needle in. Let's see if it will show it. There it is. Helps your needle come in or out. Pull your needle out. Stick it in there. Do not let it get hit, banged, or dinged because they bend and twist easily. Then you can't get it back in here. Now this is to go into, I have them all in my bucket now, all the bits and pieces and ends. I'm going to take this stuff. It's called Awesome. The US, I know you have it. I don't know if everybody has it, but sorry, the label's a little jacked up because I reused the bottle. You just spray just a little bit in there. It's an awesome degreaser. It's an awesome cleaner. And then I will be right back. I'm going to go get some hot water. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to lay this down so I don't get my fan wet. Just got a towel. That's it. A little towel. Ta-da. Hot water. Let them sit there for 5-10 minutes. It doesn't take much at all. A little bit of hot water, some of that cleaner, and it starts to clean. Now, if you have really stubborn ones, like I do, like this one, you can stick your little brush down the end of it and clean it. Don't shove it, don't push it, don't force it. And then it's hard for me to do it because I can't get my hand wet, but you'll take your little pointer cleaner thingy and just double check, make sure there's nothing there. Look down it, get some light in there, and spray in, like push air into it if you can, with your mouth or with the little gun. You want to make sure you clean every little piece. Make sure there's no paint in there at all. Mine, this one, is clear. You see the inside? Clean and clear. Just want to sit there and shake it out, put it off to the side. Same with this one. You see all this residue? That's paint residue from paint being stuck in. That's why it's not even wanting to move. This is one of my old ones. I think I used it with acetone like an idiot back in the day. But it just takes a little bit of work and to get it to actually come back to life. So I like having my tools on me for these things. There we go. Come on. So this one is really gunked up. This one I think actually might, I'm not going to say it. Somebody else fucked it up, not me. Because I've always cleaned mine afterwards. This one hasn't been cleaned. Somebody left it with the fucking paint in it, and it literally dried up in the whole entire thing. So this one's probably not savable unless I literally soak it in like some really good chemicals, replace all the seals, all the plastic pieces, which are hard to find. Like this is plastic. On most of mine, they're metal. This one's plastic. So I think this is one of my Temu or Shein cheapy ones because it's like not movable. It's plastic. These guys even come off if you want to like take that off, use it for something else, use it on a whole another gun. You can. There we go. See how easy that one comes off? Because it comes off. Then loosen that thing up. And ta-da! See there's seals right here? You can buy replacement seals. Are they easy to find? Nope. But can you find them? Yeah, you can. Then there's a little tiny hole right here. That's where your air comes in. Right there. You can get your thing in there, clean it. If not, don't force it. This guy, put your brush in there. I don't care if it's messed up, it's already messed up. I don't mind. It's a Sheen one. That's why I'll just strip it for parts and keep the parts I need. Everything else will go in the trash. And we have this guy. See how it's metal? They're all supposed to be metal. That one's not, so that's a Sheen one. Or Temu. My other ones I got from Amazon. They're not bad at all. You don't have to go to like a specialty one. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars. Like my favorite one that I had that I showed you guys in the beginning, that one was only $40. Maybe less actually. And that was a really good, like that one I loved. It was really good. Put him on there. Loosen him up. More seals. This one now you can really see the gunk and corrosion in there, so black it is in there. Just take the little brush and clean it all up in there. See? Now I can see through it. Now air can get through there. Get the little piece that's right there. We're gonna go right here. Find the smaller one here. And just clean it. And you will have a working airbrush. Put it back together, make sure it works. It's easy peasy, all you gotta do. Now this is the one that I have the gun right here that I know works, just needed to be cleaned a little bit. This is the tip where the airbrush needle comes in and out of. See that little paint got on there? That was my fault, didn't get it all out. But ta-da! That's why I use airbrush paints or acrylic paints that you mix with your own airbrush thinner. You can buy airbrush thinner, all that good stuff. Keep this guy in there. You don't want him to come out. See how that moves? Oh, he just came out. What an asshole. It's okay. You can put him back in. Put him back in, just like. You put him in sideways and then turn him around, and then he sticks right in this little slot right there. And then make sure he's in there. Nope, he ain't in there all the way. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Oh, don't fall apart on me. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Come on. Come on. It sucks when you have one hand and you're trying to do the shit with one hand. But I can do it. Okay, right there. So you want to put him in, move this little thingy forward, like that. Put him in sideways. Come on. I usually do this all with my right hand, but not today. Not today. Okay, so we're going to push it in, like, pop it down there, because it needs to go under the shaft thingy, move over. Push it in there. There we go. Or did it flip around on me? Dang it. Okay, there we go. Stays underneath, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm just trying to get up close and personal with this thing real quick. Let me hang. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I got it. It sits in there like that. Not that crooked, but that's the way I got it in there because I can't do it otherwise. It's crooked for now because I have one hand. So, then you stick him like this, and then you twist it, and then it sits down in there right next to that little brace, okay? And then you pop that little brace back out. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. I only got one hand. Come on. You want to move it up against this thing. Bam. Like that. See? Okay. Then you untighten this because I put that on so I can get leverage and pull it back and forth. Unscrew that. Okay, now we're going to grab our needle, airbrush needle, and we are going to lay it flat, put the towel over it, and pull it. You can pull it through this way. I can't because I don't have a thumb on this hand. At least not yet. This tip, you have to make sure you do not bend it, kink it, because if you do, oh Lord, it is a pain in the butt to fix, which I did this to this one. But I know how to fix them. Ladies and gentlemen, do not do this at home. So you want to take, here's my freaking mirror. Wait, I don't have one. You can see the little curve. Come on, focus, focus. See how there's a little curve on the tip? Tiny little curve on the tip. Sometimes you can just flex it on some glass, like bend it in the opposite direction of where it's at, and it will bend back. Okay, now take your airbrush, take your needle, stick your needle very carefully back through the barrel, and see how it pops out? You want to put this back on. If you want, you can use some like coconut oil, or if you have oil you use on hair clippers, spray that on some of these parts and everything, and you're good to go. I don't have any at this second right on me, but I will grab some after I'm done with this video and spray it on. You just spray it in the little, on this guy, down in there, just a little spray or a little squirt, and then work it back and forth like this, Pull this guy out just a tiny bit. Okay, I think that's good. Where'd my tip go? One of these. I don't remember which one it is. I have multiple, so. Okay, but before we get to that, let's finish cleaning these real quick. So can you see the hole? Can you see light? Yeah? Okay, make sure that hole is not obstructed. Stick that through there, clean it out, clean the edges. You want to get a little Q-tip, clean it, but that's why I use this. And just clean everything out of there. My little mini Q-tips. These also work really well for cleaning airbrushes. And just wipe it around. Ta-da! All that gunk off the edge. Check and see if this is the right one. It might not be. Nope, it ain't. It's this one. It ain't that one either. It's going to be, where'd it go? Probably there it is. It's this one right here. This is just the top for it. So, again, take your little do-a-baby. I don't know what these things are called. What are they? Fucking, oh, I'm drawing a blank right now. I know you're probably yelling at me, but I'm drawing a complete blank in my mind. And take him, screw him back on there. If there's like paint residue, it's fine. It's not gonna on just this piece because this is just like the shield to help control your spray. Yeah, do that to all of them. Take them out, dry them, and then make sure you put some like oil on them. Remember, don't forget to do that. This one, did it have a bottom? I don't think so. So you can you can flip out the bottoms on these, because this one won't attach to that. I can use this on any gun. I mean, on any compressor that I want. If I save this, I can put it on any one of my guns and use it on that. Well, not really, because these don't fit on that. So, never mind. I have it somewhere. I don't know where it's at exactly. Best if you use really super duper hot water. I only had hot sink water, so nothing left in there. Second of it. Okay, now that that's on there, it's covered. Your needle is covered. It's not going to get damaged. Clean the inside of this. Clean the little thingy bobber, the end piece. Make sure your seal is still there. Dry it off. Clean this off. Put this back in there. Stick it on your gun. Before you put the very back end all the way on, the little black piece we took off over here, make sure it works. Make sure it sprays. Easy peasy, that's all you gotta do. Turn it on. You can even put some water in there. Oh, not water. This thing has 3 levels, 3 settings. Let me put some water in here so you can see. Empty. Where's my paper towel? Right here. Nice paper towel. See, it's not working. So, why? You say, why is it not working? Because we probably have the needle too far in, too far out. It's always a guess on where, not a guess, but it's like you have to like literally have super duper remembering where the fuck you put it, which I don't. So, see it bubbling? I'm pushing air back into it, and there it is. I just didn't have the needle pushed out all the way. Can you see it's wet? On high. The further you, if you're ever cleaning it, you can hold this and it cleans out. If you're in a quick change to something real quick, there you go. So then we stick our back piece back on. I usually let them completely air dry before I put it back on. So that. One more tip for this. If you are, where to go? There it is. I recommend you buying these if you are airbrushing and you have clients and you're airbrushing on them. You put these around your fingers. Ta-da! So then you don't spray your finger. That's it. That's all I have. Alright, you guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be back soon doing nails. I really need to do these bad boys. They're ugly. Don't look at them. But again, thank you for watching. Love, peace, and I miss y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but it would mean the world to me.